story with the cat is happened to Mina and her son in the block, in a block of flats, the same area. So it kind of used this story to show the background of Finland.
And we were thinking, okay, story with a cat, something interesting perhaps because it's a metaphor of British society and the whole absurdist situation that we are in. And it provides for humor, it could have some sort of interesting other connotations. And at the end it was very, very low budget also.
Who's that bitch?
Fuck's sake, what a fucking idiot!
Shut up!
Where we filmed, it's a very special building because it was built in the 50s and it was
opened by the Queen.
And actually the English society is proud with these social estates that they put people on social welfare,
social
so
housing.
they give them the place to live.
The opportunity to have a proper house.
Exactly.
So it's a pride project.
Yes.
And Juniper House, like many others, this sort of Titanic, as it's called in the film, is the pride of the British social system. So in a way, its collapse is very significant.
Yeah, it's completely true what happened in the block. So we filmed at the same time when they actually did the renovations.
But there are even more extreme stories in the neighboring estates. There was an estate that was completely demolished, then another one experienced a lot of strikes around. So at some point we were even thinking to go out and follow documentary the events and see what is actually happening.
Yeah, and to use the film as a kind of putting an issue on the table and to say, look what is happening here. Because actually, and yesterday Andy Calton, who is the composer of the film, and he's very well-known name as a composer in the theater and also film.
Modern arts and dance performances.
Yes, he's very like...
Sadler's Wells.
Yeah. He makes very good music and he said that this is the...
Yeah, the end of housing system.
Yeah.
So it's kind of quite sad.
This is something that we wanted to catch, but also the Brexit and how it changed the relationships between the people. And actually in the block you see that all of them, they're arguing about the cats.
Where's your home, sweetie? Go home, go home, go home. No, you're not going upstairs. No. Haydi. Trebuie. Astrea.
There is no any problem to work with actors if they are the right actors for the film. All of them are professional. Only few are neighbors. Only like 2 or 3 are neighbors of the block.
Yeah.
But the others are professional. The main actress, Irina, is her first main role ever in films.
But she's worked in theater
She's
in Bulgaria.
professional, working in a theater. She was living in London for 15 years already. Works whatever she finds.
She's a yoga instructor, we should say also.
Yes. Yeah. Also, the actors are very good physically. You can see the bodies. They can work with bodies very well. We wanted this because it's not important only to be a good actor, but also to have some healthy body for the whole thing. And because it was very intense, they should be well prepared. The boy, of course, is not an actor. We didn't improvise with him. He knew the script. We said, you say this, you come here, then you say this.
We started calling him a colleague.
Yeah.
Actors called him a colleague.
He was really good, really good.
Angel Genov is very experienced. He's played in several TV series, The Brother. And he had a very structured approach and wanted to be... to have creative input on what the character will be.
Пази от тази страна.
Добре. Дай. О! Бяга. Кухнята е. Чакай. Чакаш. Ето го.
settle this with the people quietly. Now, I'm sorry that your kid's upset, but that cat was a present to my daughter Phoebe. She's only a kid too, she's only 12. Don't you remember?
The elderly lady of the role of Debbie, she makes a fantastic role because she was almost on the verge of commercial work, not so much film. And she was very happy to have this role, but the challenge for her was that she was actually quite middle class. And she immediately knew the way she had to speak and how she needed to look. John Joe Inkpen, Chinwe
is an actress, the black girl. She's very good. She's shouting
actress.
a lot. We told her, look, don't listen to them even, you don't wait for their answer. You are just attacking them all the time. And she's, oh, okay.
And the little girl we need to mention, Kadisha Gi Kamara, we found her in the
Phoebe,
supermarket.
that she was crying about her cat. Yeah,
She also attended drama lessons.
This is a piss take, Jack. A fucking piss take.
We'll get it sorted out, right? I don't need any more trouble.
Well, he looked in that drawer there, he's not there. Oh, God, I don't know where to look.
Where is he? Дай ми котката, Жожи. Жожи.
Hi, Phoebe.
Виждаш ли нещо? Намери ли?
Mina, I'm going to go and get Chucky.
Right.
He'll sniff him out.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll be back in a minute.
God,
Come on,
you sure?
Phoebe. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God. Okay. Right, let's do that.
Everything is scripted.
Yeah.
But the improvisation came, the lines were not followed strictly, so we gave them freedom to improvise.
Everybody thinks that we observe it, but if you see the cuts, how we cut it, you see it can't be just observation. Even our editor asks us, oh my God, but really every take is the same. But how is it? It seems that they are talking like that you catch the things happening. You said, yes, everything is like. And this is, we are proud with this because we're coming from documentary, we would like to be very truthful.
Котка. Ела да видиш. Oh my God. Какво? That is amazing. Какво? Ах, че си голямо момче. Виждаш ли теменушките?
We have a fantastic DOP crew consisting of Dimitar Kostov and Galina Vasileva, who work, they're a couple and work together, as Galina was second camera and focus puller and he was main cinematographer. And Dimitar is very flexible and very gentle and very tender, and we think his metaphysical input was this extremely soft energy of the camera, and he was prepared to go to extreme lengths in this pursuit because, as you know, working with a baby, a pit bull, a cat, a 4-year-old, and I don't know, several non-actors and crowded scenes.
We wanted to see the apartment, so for us was important to have at least to see the room, to see the corridor. And it's really very tiny.
And we also
were hiding over each other to manage to hide ourselves. Because if you have 10 actors in the room and you also 5-6 people behind the camera, it's really cuts everywhere. But also Mina, she's coming from artist background and she knows what exactly she wants from the frame.
But we also wanted very long takes, which was a challenge because one goes from one room to the other to the next, then without a cut. It was a bit difficult.
And I don't understand why the council is just wasting money. We live in a bloody wasteful society.
What room did you want to take with you? Lock that one out. Look out. No, get through. No, go through it. Hit it.
Yeah, sometimes we spend a few weeks on a scene. to edit it, especially the scandalous scene.
It was tough editing, yes.
Tough editing.
But also we have to mention Claire Dons. She's script consultant, but she actually consulted our edit. She's a friend, an English script consultant, and she gave us some very good advice. She, in a way, opened our mindset not to follow continuity quite so much, because we had the challenge of that block being wrapped in scaffolding, you know. So each time we shot, the new frames of scaffolding were appearing in front of certain windows, and that blue mesh. And she said, don't let blue mesh ruin a good story. So she helped us get out of the technicalities.
Yeah, and to follow the story. And our art director of the film she's amazing, because baby, the character, her apartment is like a mess. You never see such an apartment, and she did it 2 days. And she was very good in this, catching the working class environment.
Julia Kunova, a specialist in trompe-l'oeil. She contributed to the character of
She
Debbie.
also painted all the paintings in the film. Yeah. So she was actually the painter of Irina's hand. So she was really amazing with this work.
Yeah.
And everything is collective work.
Collective effort. We have to thank our extended teams.
You can't take a man like this. You don't have any evidence to do so. Please.
We were taken to a detention centre.
What do you mean detention centre?
We will be questioned by a detention officer and then held over until we can attain
Oh my
your
God, this is
whereabouts.
an intelligent man. You have no right. We are European citizens.
I was thinking if I could at least change the mindset of few migrants, not to be patriotic, not to ask them to stay in Bulgaria, but to actually appreciate that we have certain values in our countries as well, and that it's not anymore so crucial to immigrate. But I'm not the right person to say it, because I have immigrated. So.
I didn't immigrate, but working in films, and we travel a lot, I see that our country still has a lot to do to become better. Unfortunately, it's becoming worse and worse, and poorer. And yeah, so, but everywhere is kind of, it's going down.
Pear-shaped a little bit, as they say.
But at least we wanted to show that the migrants, they have also other face, that they can be architect and historical, and not only people who
drug users and petty crime.
Yeah,
they are
exactly.
Criminals. And they discovered that huge percentage of Bulgarians work in the banking center in London, which is quite astonishing, actually. So these people are not represented in film very much.
Искам да знам дали Войчо е добре.
Добре, нищо му няма.
А къде го уведиха тези полицаи?
Аз ще оправя нещата, няма страшно. Заспивай.
Definitely there's a hope. Yeah, at least the cats will continue eat mice. So that was the last sentence that we put in the film. So whatever happens, the life goes on. Because we are all in a sinking ship, and at least we have to understand each other. And I hope with this film we can start think about it.
Сладко ли? Да. Сигурно лови мишки. Да. Той е котка и те ловят мишки в тъмното. Аз не съм